GZ Sports. Tune in for the offline tour. Like and subscribe some more. With Jackson, Brian and Randy Savage. Me talk about GZ Sports.
Hey, and welcome again to another episode of GZ Sports. Your boy Randy Savage and Jackson Brian again saying Vamos.
Vamos!
Oh boy. It's been a long time now. It's actually been more than a week, right?
Yeah, about that. Yeah, it's been about a week because it's been exactly a week.
Yeah, it's just been a lot. People, a lot of things, a lot of different things. Some things you can't speak about without the lawyer present. But this is not that show. This is a sports show. We could start and say, with VAR's decisions, we could be with Nathan Jones or whatever. But we will first start, and I want you to take it away. Start with VAR.
Video assistant referee. Alright, so for context, VAR has been making a lot of very controversial calls in the Premier League recently, for those that have today. Perhaps the biggest one recently is the one that denied Chelsea the win versus West Ham United. Thomas Tuchel, excellent save.
Brilliant.
Yeah. But that has caused outrage from multiple player bases, from multiple fans, and ugly, to be honest, because it's ridiculous. How can you have a system like that? That in other leagues, in other instances, there are no bad decisions. Like, if there are, it's 1 in a million. And then you have the Prem where there's two really outrageous calls, two really weird and highly questionable calls happening on occasion per game week. It really questions the standard of the video system referee and the referee in general in the Premier League. And it's not a good thing that, it's inconsistent. It's the furthest from people are saying that, the beauty of football is that mistakes happen sometimes. But no, it's all good and dandy until your team is on the back end of one of these mistakes. And it just should not be the case. Over to you, Jackson.
Yeah, no, I'm agreement. Like, I mean, I wasn't watching the game live because I was on the road in the early game, so could only come home later. And I was saying, they're making noise on Souček. I'm like, what, didn't Souček score down the other end? It's like, no, look at this. I'm like, he's sliding. And I look at the replay and I see him go like he's prime your shin boy hiding down. And I'm like, and VAR didn't check it. The referee stood like this for about 5 minutes, clutching his ear, like, is anybody going to say anything? Alright, no one's saying anything, just play football. I have no idea what to say. Because it's embarrassing. I mean, it's not just Chelsea who suffered from this. I mean, Arsenal. Brentford should have had a penalty. The first goal for Brentford, when Mbeumo got in behind Gabriel, that was never a foul. Should have been given. This is the best part. For Tony's goal, Lee Mason forgot to draw the lines. That's his whole freaking job. But he forgot to draw the lines.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, how do you forget to do your job? That is literally that's like a policeman going on the street and knowingly doing drugs with teenagers who see nothing wrong with it. Do you see how ridiculous that sounds? He's not doing his job. How can you have a referee, Jackson, that it's their sole job? They're getting paid to do this, and that's the point of them getting paid. It's so silly, I'm sorry.
It's more than silly. It's more than silly. I mean, for example, even yesterday again, Brighton Palace, Estupiñán was onside. But because they drew the lines from the wrong defender, he was offside. And today, I was watching the United game, the Roses derby. We all the Leeds come. And they were drawing the line from Firpo, even though Koch was the last defender. And I was like, what are you doing? Bro, I was ready to go and get my visa right now.
Go down there and tell them I can see my day.
Get this in mind, I wouldn't be able to walk into Leeds. I'd have a red shirt on, I'd die.
No, you can turn it inside out and it shows the white first.
But for real though, on a serious note, the refereeing decisions, and we know that this is the quote unquote best league in the world. You guys have got to get referees who are, the best referees in the world. You can't keep having these same shabby decisions every week. You're always having something else. It's wrong. It's just wrong, and somebody has to pay for it. I'm going to apologizing to the team when you've already cost them 2 points.
Yes, imagine if these 2 points, imagine if the points that they could have had is the difference between relegation and staying up. Imagine if it's the difference between winning the league or, unfortunately, biting second. These are the little things. They might not seem to be much now, but over this course of the season, that 2 missed points can eventually turn 7 or 8. And when you do the math, those 8 points would have made a team stay up, would have made a team get Champions League or European football, would have made a team win the league. So, it has to be better. For a league that plays the best in the world, it has to be better, man. I don't think it's the best league in the world. Personally, I think Spain has that on lockdown. It may be the most competitive league in the world, but in terms of actual skill and technical ability, Spain has it.
Man, listen, I can't stand VAR. We see why VAR isn't in our country. We see, because you know what's going to happen if you make one bad decision. And, there were shots fired at the game last week, so we don't want any more of that or anything like that. But moving on, because, apart from VAR, there were other casualties, so to say. This morning, we all woke up to the news Nathan Jones was fired from Southampton. And I don't see it as a surprise. I really don't, because I'll say it. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Nathan Jones to Southampton was arguably the worst managerial decision since Moyes to United.
I get that. It's just, it is very just. I started coming from a mile away, and I can hardly see. That's how clear it was. These people, I don't know what they're doing to get jobs. I don't know what they're doing, but I need to get some of that smoke. If I can get a football job just from being named Jones, then fine. Because at this point in time, what has he realistically done on his CV anyways?
I mean, all he has on his CV is Luton Town manager. He has no Premier League experience. He's got 8 games now under his belt. So
Luton Town. If they said Fleetwood, I'd be okay, fine, given the Champions League. But Luton, come on, man. It's not a shocker. I think the biggest decision that they have to make right now is to find someone that can be possibly worst. And that shouldn't be too hard, considering that there is no worse Premier League manager. I think that they might go big or go home with them on Pochettino. But then again, I really see Pochettino fighting in the relegation spot, you know what I'm saying? And maybe they want to fill up Bielsa.
yeah, I mean, you can throw names all you want, but we all know that they're gonna go for Big Sam and try to stay up.
Yeah, some Allardyce, right?
We know we're going to go Big Sam because Everton already took Sean Dyche, so the only thing they got left is Big Sam.
To be honest,
there's no one.
I think they just missed out on Dyche. Dyche is almost certifiably guaranteed to keep Everton up.
Yeah, and they've got Liverpool to play tomorrow. Merseyside derby at Anfield. Liverpool are rubbish. Everton are brimming after beating Arsenal last week. So maybe the tides will change. Huh?
That match ends 2-2, by the way.
2-2 for tomorrow.
2-2 for tomorrow.
Oh wow! You have high hopes for goals.
Yeah, I do. Something that they've lacked, but that both teams have lacked actually. But I really believe that the Merseyside derby will allow both teams to rise to the occasion. And given the run of play, 2 points would be fair.
Hey, I mean, if Everton can get a point, 2 points, a point or 3 points, then that would be great for their relegation. Hope that puts Leeds down there, and that's where I want Leeds to be. Then I would just have 2 of the 3 clubs that are predicted to get relegated. Fuck you, Brentford. Moving up to let's move to a team that has been committing fraud. I don't know if you were going to talk about this, but we're going to touch on it a bit. Man City. Since what year was it? 2009, 2010 season.
I'm not going to bring up Chelsea, but just as good.
Oh no, it's not yet. It's not Chelsea's turn yet. Yet. But yeah, City being accused of this. Guardiola is saying he was at fault for Gerrard slipping. I mean, you know, he's losing the plot. Let's see. Funds that firstly, I think City went wrong when they said they made more revenue than Man United, Liverpool and Real Madrid. That's when the investigation started, because that's utter bullshit. There's no way you can make more revenue than a team that's won the Champions League 6 times in the 2010s, basically, coming up to last season.
Basically
6 times in the last 12 years.
Like, it's stupid. It's very stupid. They don't even have fans. How are you supposed? You don't have the facilities, big man. Abilities to do this stuff. How are you gonna say you have more revenue than Real Madrid? A team that has conquered the globe on 7 separate occasions, right? A team that has at least 25 or 35 million fans outside in each continent, I should say. At least that. I don't get it. They genuinely just shot themselves in the leg. But as a situation, I think they get away with a lot of these charges, though. I think. Because when you think about the implications that it would mean if City were to be demoted from the league, that's a huge source of revenue and income and clothing rights that's just gone. And I don't think the Premier League can sufficiently recover from losing such a cash cow, a giant. Yeah, so I think they'll succeed. I think City succeeds.
Listen, we always know that these clubs, they get away with this. City might just get a fine. I don't think they'll get the Juventus treatment, but I know they might just get a fine and that's it. And that's what some teams feel bad with, because we know that there was no real sponsor money. Everybody knew that. It was common knowledge. Hell, there's nobody who would invest so many money into a team that had no history at the time. It made no sense. Flip side of Manchester though, speaking of oil money, Qatar, not PSG's owner, QSI, but QIA, is it? Is that right? Q Investment Agency, yeah. Are planning to buy United. Al-Qahtani with an estimated net worth of around 335 billion. 2 things. Firstly, can you adopt me? Secondly, does this bid be successful for Al-Qahtani?
Maybe, in all fairness, maybe this bid, because as you said, they're extremely wealthy and they have the capability to do a lot of stuff. So all I can say is, if they accept this bid, if they say yes, then this bid is guaranteed for success. There's no stopping success after that.
Yeah, I mean, it's between Qatar, it's some US bankers, well, not bankers, but investment funds. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, you know, we all know him, a long time Man United fan, local lad. I think he's the richest man in Britain, if I'm not mistaken, and trying to buy the club, but based on the asking price of around 6 or 7 billion, no one really is gonna go up to that. I mean, I've said it before. If Elon Musk says I want a football club, then he'll just pay any money he decides, and that's it. That's the end of it. The bidding war is over. Because I don't even think Qatar will go into a bidding war with him.